They couldn't find me one. All the local guys didn't want to fight, and that also would have been for a title. Like, it's crazy. Like, I'm not like trying to call anybody out, but I know of 10 or more fighters that said no, and it's just crazy to me. So I am going pro. I don't want to say I'm being forced to go pro, but I should have had a couple more amateur fights. I wanted.
Got Danny King Buteau back on the show once again. Danny, you seem like a recurring guest here on my show, but it's great because I like it. That means you keep winning.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it, brother.
Yeah,
I
so
appreciate all of it.
thank you for joining today. We got professional fighter here, now professional. So Danny, you'll be making your professional debut here for New England Fights November 8th in Bangor against Marco Barriondo, who will also be making his professional debut. What are your thoughts on this great fight?
I'm really excited for the fight. Actually, I think he's a worthy opponent. Really, like I talk to my coaches all the time. Like, I have different goals than other people in Maine or even New England. Like, I want to reach the very peak of this sport, and most other people are kind of hobbyists or they're a local fighter, something like that. So I'm excited for a good matchup, and I'm ready for him to hopefully bring it. I know he had a couple, either like a year or so layoff. He had a knee injury or something like that, but says he's been training the whole time, and I hope he's better than ever so we can have a real good fight. And
Yeah.
I also, yeah, go for it.
Yeah, so he was 6-4, and during his amateur career, also a champion. He claimed that NEF bantamweight title, and then another title for a different promotion. But you are also a double champ too, claiming the Art of Scrap title and then the Combat Zone title. So both former champions, both with your record was 6-1 as an amateur. He was 6-4. So both a lot of experience for amateurs and champion. So a lot of experience going into this fight. Where do you think this fight will kind of go? On the feet, on the ground?
Um, I think, well, right in his Instagram bio, he has jiu-jitsu. I think he's more of a grappler, but I don't think he's afraid to strike as well. Um, I can see this fight pretty much going everywhere. Like, I think we're going to be on the ground, but I also think we're going to be on our feet a decent amount as well. And I'm excited. Like, I truly believe I have the best boxing coach in New England. Like, I would even say the Northeast with Darren Elder, and I'm really excited to show what I have boxing wise, and my grappling keeps getting better every day. And obviously, I have accolades in wrestling, and those aren't diminishing either. So I'm excited wherever this fight brings us, really. And I hope he's ready because I'm going to be ready in all positions.
What fight? I mean, what weight will the fight be at?
It'll be at 135 or 136 technically with the pound allowance, and I'm excited for that actually as well because if my first fight was at 155, and that was actually like on 2 weeks' notice. Matt was trying to find me someone. He couldn't, and then someone backed out, so I got into to my first fight card at 155, and the rest been at 145, and this one will be at 135. So I'm excited. Right now I'm walking around like 150, so it's not like a super easy cut, but not a hard cut as well. Us smaller guys, we're normally in the pro division, between 10 and 20 pounds, and I'm right in the middle. So I'm excited. I haven't weighed 135 since my senior year of high school. My couple years of wrestling in college, I wrestled at 141, but that was obviously, 1-2 hour weigh-ins. You weigh in and you wrestle an hour later, or wrestle 2 hours later. So I'm excited to see how I feel at 135. Obviously, it's like 30 plus hours after weigh-ins, but it'll be good. I have a good feeling, but I want to push the same pace or push an even higher pace and see how my body reacts to that. So I'm excited about it.
So is anything going to be different then, going down to 135 for this camp?
Not too much will be different. Like, I mean, I was walking around 155 when I was cutting to 145. I'm hoping to get around walking around like 148. I think that will be the number. Let's just say Monday. I'll be water loading, but lose a couple pounds. Hopefully Monday, Tuesday. Hopefully I'll be like 145, and Thursday probably cut around 10 pounds. So that will be a little different because I was only cutting like 5 or 6 pounds on the last day. So, an extra 4 pounds, 5 pounds. It'll probably be like another hour or so of work that I'll have to do on Thursday, which, can be really draining and will deplete me a little bit more than my fights at 145. So we'll see how my body reacts, but I have a really good feeling, it'll be close to the same, and I'm going to feel great come Saturday.
Yeah. So when I last talked to you, it was like in the beginning of the year, actually, probably like April. And I asked you about your future plans for the rest of the year. One of them, your goals was to turn pro, and here we are, many months later. You'll be fighting in November, and you're about to turn pro. So it looks like you've made that goal come true here. So how does it feel to keep your word?
My son's coming up. He's crying a little bit. I think he'll be good. You good, buddy? Give me a few more minutes, dude. It feels good. I'm excited to be pro. I think if I remember that conversation though, I wanted to fight. I think 2 or 3 more amateur fights. I said, and
Yeah.
I only had one amateur fight in between,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't a lack of trying though, man. Like one thing that I really
It was for a
noticed.
title, though. I mean, it was for that title.
It was for a title. Some behind the scenes stuff. It was so annoying because I tried getting on the last NEF card.
Mm-hmm.
Tried really really hard. Matt was looking for an opponent for me for a while, and then actually you were just talking about the Art of Scrap. The promoter of Art of Scrap was actually trying to help Matt find an opponent as well. Like Matt reached out to a different promotion. Hey, you have contacts in California and contacts in Vegas. Can you reach out and try to see? And they couldn't find me one. All the local guys didn't want to fight, and that also would have been for a title. Like it's crazy. Like I'm not like trying to call anybody out, but I know of 10 or more fighters that said no, and it's just crazy to me. So I am going pro. I don't want to say I'm being forced to go pro, but I should have had a couple more amateur fights. I wanted to get down to 135 for amateur, but
Yeah.
to kind of feel it out. But here we are now. So I'm excited.
I guess you just cleaned out the division in New England. You got them all. Knowing that you made it to the top in amateurs.
I don't want to call anybody out, but I almost got them all. There was a couple fights I really would like to have, but that's okay. We'll find them in the pros, hopefully.
Yeah, I would have really liked to see you fight Jackson Campbell.
Yeah, I would have really liked that fight. He had the 35 belt, and that was one of the things too. I guess he wants to fight pro at 125 or something like that. So he vanquished the 135 pound belt, and that's what it was gonna be. I was gonna fight 135, and we couldn't find a fight, and then we opened it up to Matt. We're like, hey, we'll fight 35 or 45 on these last 2 cards, and he couldn't find. Like, it's kind of crazy, man. Like 2 weight classes, you can't find someone, and I'm not blaming Matt because Matt tried like hell. Like he was, sending me messages and stuff. It's like, man, nobody wants to fight. But
yeah. Well, that's good. You finally got a fight. Marco deciding to turn pro. I think that's a good opportunity for him too. You're both 0-0 here. So yeah, what have you? Did you know of him in the past? Have you seen his fights before, or is this a new name that popped up when Matt brought it to you?
I know who Marco is. Like, I don't know him personally, but he's actually fought on a couple of the same fight cards as me with NEF. I don't remember exactly what ones, but I seen him fight in person 2 different times. He's good, man. He gets in a lot of scrambles. He's a good grappler. Like, I mean, he's not bad on his feet either. And I'm excited for that because, like, I mean, I feel like I have just a never ending gas tank. So I'm excited. I'm going to be excited for those exchanges, for those scrambles. I really think I can make them tired in those positions and take advantage if it stays on the ground or come back up on our feet. So I'm going to be ready for it, and I hope he is too.
Yeah. So all this time since your past fight, how do you think you've evolved up to this point during your amateur career, now turning pro?
I truly feel like I get better every day. And, sometimes that's, the 1% that people are talking about, but like most of the time, it's just that, that molecule of a percent, you know, a
Mm-hmm.
1/100th of a percent. And I truly feel that way. We have a couple really good guys in the gym. One guy I'm really excited about, I'm sure you know him, Matt Probin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really hoping he's going to get on this card. He's going to be trying to get on this card. I'm really excited. He's one of the best, man. Kickboxer wise, you know, he's not a bad grappler or stuff like that either. But like kickboxing, Muay Thai, he really excels. I forget what his record is professional, but he's really good. He's been in the room a lot lately, and he's ever since he's been in the room, I really feel like we skyrocketed each other because you know my wrestling and grappling accolades and his kickboxing, like in the MMA room, it really has pushed us both. So I
Mm-hmm.
truly feel like every you know boxing practice, just really every training day, I feel like I get better, and I also feel like I'm getting better. Like it's the time of the year where it's perfect for runs and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that. Like my cardio is in a really good spot, and it's going to continuously get better leading up to the fight. And like even today, like today's a beautiful day. I have not gone on a run today.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking a little before the interview. I had a long car ride home, but from
Yeah.
camp. But you know, it's perfect weather this time of year for it. So
Yeah, definitely. I've been running a lot more outside too, and it's great. It's
it's
great.
so much better. If I don't know if you run on the treadmill a lot. I do sometimes, not much. I try to get out as much as I can, but it's a night and day difference, man. Especially
Oh
like if
yeah.
you get on a trail. The road is. I can't run on. Well, I can run on the road around my house. I'm in Litchfield. I'm surrounded by woods and my main road you really can't run on. It's a state road. You know, 55 miles per hour and like no shoulder. So I do run on it, but only for a little bit. I got a half a mile driveway.
Yeah.
But when I'm in Portland, I run on a trail.
Mm.
It's about a mile long.
Where do you run in
But if you,
Portland?
so, do you know where Recon is? Like by the golf course off of. Trying to think of the road. This is gonna be bad content. But if you guys know where Recon is, there's a golf course right next to it, and like right past the golf course, there's this hill, and you know there's two concrete barriers, and it says some trail name.
Okay.
And yeah, it's about a mile long. It wraps
Yeah.
around, but from Recon, if I run from Recon to that trail, run the whole trail, and then come
Mm-hmm.
back, um, basically off on the opposite side of the railroad tracks, and then come back to Recon, it's like right around 3 miles. So
That's
it's like
nice.
it's a perfect run, especially for MMA. Like
Mm-hmm.
some people like doing like real long distance, you know, like 5 miles plus.
Mm-hmm.
I'm right around that like 2 to 3 mile range. Like I'll push like a really good pace and
Mm-hmm.
it'll be about as long as a fight. I'm really into you know the biking as well.
Mm.
Not I haven't biked outdoors actually, like more of the you know the fan bikes or whatever those things are
Oh
called.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do like minute rounds with those with like shadow boxing after, and then like right back on the bike. We'll do like 3 minute rounds with you know the bike for a minute, and then a couple other things for the other 2 minutes, and man, those get you going as well.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, really good time of year for that type of stuff.
Yeah. You should run the back cove here in Portland. It's
The back coast.
yeah, back cove. It's probably
Is it
like
by the Hannaford?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's like
I could
a
run
little
that.
over 3 miles loop.
Okay. Is it
It's
like it's
good.
basically on the coast the whole time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's
yeah,
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 yeah. I'll
yeah,
do that sometime.
yeah. So what? Who else are your other main training partners? Kind of going into this.
So like I said, Matt Probin, we're constantly like I don't want to say a revolving door. That's not the word for it, but we constantly getting a bunch of new guys come in. So like anybody, not like new, like unexperienced, but like
Mm-hmm.
you know, there's always just guys floating around gyms. So sometimes those are the best guys to spar because it's like I don't really know you, man, and you don't know me. We go like you know it'll be like a notch up than like the guy that you're with every single day, but and then one of my coaches Henry Clark, you know
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Henry's a real good guy. He's a real good sparring partner, man. He can he can like read guys really good and like do exactly what they're doing. So he's really good at watching film and then like there's a word for that.
Emulating them.
Yes, Thank you.
Yeah.
Emulating. He's really good at emulating, and so I train with Henry a lot. We have this guy Leap that I hope he's going to be making
I
his.
know him and I are friends actually.
Yeah,
I
like. I
used
mean,
to train him over at my gym.
nice. I hope within the next year or so. Like I was really hoping for November, but he's he's a really good guy as well. I hope he does. He needs to get like a grappling. He hasn't like competed at all, so I hope he like gets a grappling, at least a grappling tournament in this year and a
Hmm.
smoker. If he's not going to fight in November, I hope February, something like that,
Hmm.
and that would be awesome. But Leap's good. Um, but yeah, a few other guys that have been pretty consistent.
Hmm.
We just got two guys that transferred in. One's in the not the National Guard, the Coast Guard. He's really good. I forget his name. I feel bad if you're watching this. I promise I know you, but but yeah, no, we have a really good group of guys in there.
Hmm.
Especially on Saturday mornings, we have our team goes, and there's around 20 of us in there, and it's some really good looks.
That's awesome. That's great, especially considering you guys just moved. Well, the gym just moved. You didn't move, but the gym moved.
Yeah,
So is that? I feel it's not. Is it like the same distance for you driving to that gym?
yeah, it's like maybe 5 minutes, 5 minutes faster. If you guys didn't know, I live in Litchfield, so I'm in between like Lewiston and Augusta. About basically the same distance, probably 20-25 minutes to Lewiston, 20 minutes to Augusta, depending on
Hmm.
where you're going there. And so I'm about 50-55 minutes from Portland. But yeah, this is like on average 48-50 minutes from my house. And the old location was 53-55, depending on traffic. Most of the time, 80 cruise control, and we're there.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
uh, that's nice. So do you have any other? So now this will probably be the final fight of the year for you. I'm assuming in November. Not too many promotions have many more fight cards in like December, um,
Yeah,
or
no, I
November. So I'm assuming this will be your last one for the year. What are your thoughts on kind of the year wrap up, and what are your plans for going into 2026?
it was a good year. I really like I was telling you earlier, I really wanted to fight like 5 times this year. This will be my third fight, so it's not like I wasn't active at all, but I wanted to be like really, really active my last year of amateurs. But
Hmm.
well, it was a good year. I learned so much. I got so much better this year. And this will be my first pro fight. Next year I want to fight a lot as well, man. Like I don't want to three. I honestly like three fights would be good, but I want to try probably sneak a fourth one in there next year.
Hmm.
And like, I mean, I got it once again. If you guys didn't know, I have three kids. I'm 25 years old. I'm turning 26. I got like 10 years left in this, and if I play my cards right and everything goes perfectly, so or not even perfectly, it doesn't have to go perfect, but if everything goes good, I got around 10 years left, and
Hmm.
I don't you're not going to be young forever. And I want to be, my true goal is to get into a big organization and be able to support, uh, my family and hopefully even my community with this. So, like, I mean, I get not emotional, but like, I think about this a lot, and I want to get in a lot of fights on the local scene and not build my record because well, yes, build my record, but
Hmm.
by taking the toughest fights I can, on this local scene and um, northeastern scene, like New York to us,
Hmm.
and and then hopefully move on from there, and if it's the Contender Series, a short notice fight, something like that, and promote it. But you gotta. There's different ways to build your record, and you can build your record against good guys, and hopefully, let's just say I'm 10-0 in 2 or 3 years.
Hmm.
It's either you're 10-0 with, and then they always look at other people's record, and obviously looking at knockout submissions, stuff like that.
Hmm.
Are you going to be 10-0, and the 10 people you fought, are they going to be like 10-50 altogether,
Yeah.
or hopefully is it going to be something closer to 70-30, something like
Hmm.
that, like with a winning record 70-30. Like I don't want to fight these trash cans that have bad records. Like I want to fight
Hmm.
people with good accolades and hopefully they finish their careers with, good at, because it really is like, I mean, a lot of people aren't getting the call when, oh, this guy is 7-8-0, but he like I just said, the other people are 10-50, and he only fought trash cans. Hey, he got a bunch of knockouts, but who was he fighting? Like, I want those knockouts and want those submissions, but I also want it with good people, and I'm training to be the best. So, and it's possible. It's hard in a place like Maine, but with with the right mindset and the right people around you, man, you can do anything. So,
Definitely.
I'm looking forward for the future, but staying present as well.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining me today on the show, Danny. I appreciate you coming back on again. And I'm going to talk to you after your win here. After you gained that first professional win, I'll get you back on the show. But I'm going to turn the page over to you. Feel free to give all your shout outs, sponsors. Thank you. The floor is yours.
Awesome, man. I appreciate it. I would just like to thank my family, my coaches. Always all glory to God. And yeah, my Instagram is King Buteau. Follow me on that. I post a lot on Instagram, Facebook, but basically, if you're looking for what's next, that's where you can find it. And that's basically it, man. I appreciate you always having me on, and I'm excited to hopefully be talking to you after the win on the podcast, but also in the ring.
Yeah.
If you're going to be there for that. And
totally.
Yeah, no, I'm excited, man. And this is going to be a good card. They're really making it a good one. So.